Okay, so show us what is warpage.
The warpage means is when the PC board is not been nice and flat. If the PC board is nice and flat, that means no warpage in there. So customer give us a sudden instruction to which PC board is acceptable is not. So we do have the tool to look at it. When we put the PC board on the stone, flat stone, we slide these tool underneath. If it doesn't go through, means we are okay. If this thing is go underneath, that means board have a PCB warpage on it. The board should be nice and flat. Look at on the other side, it's really worse. So this is fail. That's why we reject it. So the warpage basically is coming from different causes. It's not a one particular cause causing a warpage. So meaning when they are doing the design, if they're doing a poor design, that also called a warpage on it. But that means if one side have a lot of density traces and other side have a solid copper ground layer, that also cause a warpage. That's the number one. So the number two, unbalanced stack up. What that means, when planner plan the job, he have to do the stack up as a balance. I give you the example. Let's say if they are building a 6-layer board, they are using a 14 core layer 2 and 3, 4 and 5. When they make the stack up, they should use a 2-piece 2113 on the top, 3-piece 2113 in the middle, and 2-piece 2113 on the bottom. That's called a balance stack up. If any reason they are using a 2-piece on the top or 3-piece on the bottom or 4-piece on the bottom, that's called a unbalanced stack up. That also gives you a big time warpage. So that's their duty to be make sure when they are making a stack up, they have to look at the construction must be balanced. Not only that, if they have a prepreg balance, if they are using an unbalanced core material, let's say they're using a layer 2 and 3 14 core material and layer 4 and 5 they're using a 5 core material, that also gives you the warpage on it. So the number 3 I listed to be unbalanced copper distribution. But that means if I have a core, let's for example, I have a 5 mil core material, but one side have a 4 ounce copper on it, another side have a half ounce copper on it, that call a warpage too, because the heavy copper they pull the core back and the copper core look like a potato chips. So they has to have a balance on it. So number 4 I listed to be a, when we laminate the board, transfer hot to cold press. If you are cooling down the box so fast, so quickly, because you're doing a thermal shock, that thermal shock also create the warpage on it. Anytime when you are cooling down the cycle, make sure just close the press for 5 minutes without any water or any kind of cooling system, and then you turn on the water for 5 minutes, then you stop the water again. So this process can be repeated back and forth to eliminate the warpage on it.
Hold on. So that one was like a chip for it's a PCB manufacturer that has
Yes.
to do that, right?
Yes. If not only that, sometime is nothing our hand. Let's say you are my customer. You said I need a 14 mil dielectric between 1 and 2, but 5 and 6 you need a 5 mil dielectric on it. So now my hand is tied. I cannot do anything. Based on that stack up, we always give a heads up to the customer. We can build the board you wanted, but it can be a warpage on it. If you are accepting that, we can build the board for you. So we give them heads up before we start building the PCB. That's the other reason behind that. So, and the other main reason is, which is I listed call a single side board. What that means, single side board means, Lot of time customer looking for a PCB, we call a single side, means is a circuitry only on one side. The remaining is nothing, meaning nothing on the bottom, sometimes nothing on the top. That also create a warpage on it because one side have a bare piece material and other side have a copper on it. That also create the warpage on it. And the other main reason, based on my experience in PCB, when we using a cap construction means 97% I can call every manufacturer company using a foil lam construction. Like a Roger material, they have a very poor peeling copper strength. We cannot use a copper foil. There we have to use a cap construction. But the cap construction means you print the PCB on one side and you leave in there layer number 1 blank or whatever the last layer, 10, 20, 4, 5, doesn't matter. That call a cap construction. The cap construction also create the warpage on it. That's the way the material contribution design that. So, and the other thing I would like to add more in the incorrect prepreg selection. But that means, like I said it in the begin with, one side using a 2-piece 1080, and other side using a 2-piece 2113 or 76 2116 or any other kind of resin content. That also gives you a warpage on because they have a different kind of a resin concept in the prepreg. And uneven laminate pressure. Let's say if something went wrong in the hard press, which is create a uneven pressure on it, that also gives you the warpage on it. So that's basically, I think I try cover everything else.
What about board outline, routing, and scoring?
That's called a routing. If you have a lot of routing on the PCB, means so many cuts and very busy circuitry, but they have a lot of routing. When they have a lot of routing in there, so what the routing is that they make the frame weaker. When they make the frame weaker, one side have a more copper and other side have a less copper on it. That also gives you the warpage on it.
Okay, Billy, so what do we do when we have a board with warpage?
Okay, so when they have a warpage, and then I do the flat bake. What the flat bake means, I can show you. We do have a system to relaminate these circuit board, and to do the relaminate circuitry. So basically, we are relaying up those boards right here, and then we load it in the hard press for 6 to 8 hours, depend on how much is warpage on it. Is it severe warpage or is it light warpage on it? To do that, we have to relaminate all the circuitry, load it in the hard press 6 to 8 hours minimum, sometime more than that. So once we load it in the hard press to do the flat bake, so we have a separate recipe. We give them a name called a flat bake. Here you go. Here is the flat bake, meaning the PSI 200 PSI all the way through, and the overall temperature 250 Fahrenheit, like 6 to 7 hours. So that helps to reduce, that helps to eliminate the warpage.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, I have a question.
Sure.
So it seems like a lot of things can cause warpage, right? But I'm pretty sure most of our customers, or maybe not most, but like some of them are doing some of these things that cause warpage. So what happens? Like, what do we do at Sierra when we have a board with like an unbalanced stacker board? You know.
Like I said it in the begin with, if the customer need a certain kind of a dielectric, And I don't think we can help them. We just basically give them our guideline. If you're looking for these kind of uneven dielectric between layer to layer, is going to be a warpage in there. Lot of time customers said we do need a certain amount of dielectric, then we give them heads up. It's like we cannot do anything. We already know it's the unbalanced construction.
Okay, so usually they follow our advice.
Yes, we give them a feedback before we building the PCB.